Shalom, Ka'ala Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai, Ba'Shem Kokwadash. The Lord is my teacher, the apostles and elders of the great millstone. Peace and mercy to the elect, where the house of David reborn again. Shalom to the 130 Yasharallah, who today are known as the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Before losing our true heritage, we were known as, and still are, the true Hebrew Israelites of the Holy Bible. In today's lesson, we're going to talk about this, right? Namely, tarot and how YouTube is pushing it, right? I was fairly surprised when I was scrolling through YouTube and I seen a banner to get a free tarot reading. Okay, now one thing, I had no idea, what this was. Right? I know what tarot is. I know what card reading is. I'd never done it. I always understood it to be witchcraft, right? To be evil, right? At least So I never messed with this. Now the thing is that this is actually on YouTube. YouTube is actually, not only are they putting banners on the site, but if you notice in the last day or two, the logo that YouTube has in the upper left corner actually had a promotion for this site, which you're looking at here, to get your card reading, right? And not only that, but if you look at, they've basically, if you recognize people like this, like Marcus Brownlee, the Try Guys, Lily Scene, I don't know some of these, but some of them are fairly familiar. But these are all, for the most part, influencers, right? These aren't people who do tarot card reading, right? But look at these damn devils, man. Look at this shit, man. This right here is the wickedness that Babylon the Great promotes. Let's stop this shit, man. This is the wickedness that Babylon the Great, which is what America is referred to in the Bible, promotes, man. Pure wickedness, right? In all the places. Now, again, tarot card reading, for those who are unaware, it is a way to communicate with demons, with the spiritual world. Okay, the Bible refers to it as having relations or communicating with familiars. Okay, now let's go and read this real quick. This is Leviticus 19:31. Regard not them that have familiar spirits, neither seek after wizards to be defiled by them. I am Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai, your power. The Lord said not to go after wizards, right? Not to seek after what they can tell you about the spiritual world, right? And the thing is today, of all days, we're about to end today, but it tells you, says, it's World Tarot Day 2022, right? Now it says here May 25th, so this has been going on for a few days, and so at that. But the thing is I guess YouTube is, has had this up for a while, right? And again, if you look at the production of this website and you look at the details here, how they actually have people like Neil deGrasse Tyson, right? Or let's see, who else here? Oh, this guy, Sean Evans from the Hot Ones, where he does that hot wing or the chicken wing hot sauce challenge and stuff, right? But see, the thing is these people, again, these people here are just naive to what's actually going on, right? I don't know who this guy is, but I know this girl, but she's fairly famous for doing those stupid TikTok videos or whatever, and she pretty much is a harlot and stuff, just looks young, which is why everybody freaking pounds on her and stuff like that. But Bella Porch, whatever, Halsey, another person, Mr. Beast, I think he does like, I forgot this guy. He's kind of like a PewDiePie or some shit like that. But see, I don't fucking know. He even got a bunch of what looks like a freaking bundle of sticks here, man. I don't know who these guys are. ASAP Science and stuff, but whatever. The point being is that they got the production that YouTube has put behind this witchcraft. It's amazing, man, right? That this is actually being permitted in a society, right? But why is that? Why is this being promoted as something that's fun and you know, like it's just a normal little like fun parlor trick? Well, that's because we live in a wicked ass kingdom, right? This is Babylon the Great. This is the kingdom of Satan, right? Ran by his people, these Edomites, the so-called Caucasian race. Let's read this. This is 2 Ezra 7:41. Even so now, seeing corruption is grown up, and wickedness increased, and the righteous have prayed for the ungodly, wherefore shall it not be so now also? Right? So right here is the point here is this, right? This is the point that I'm out of the scripture. Now here Ezra is talking to Uriel, the archangel, asking him that, you know, in the end time, the time that we're living in now, why is it that before in other dispensations of time throughout the Bible, why were people able to pray for the wicked before to save them, to give them some sort of mercy, but why in these end days can we not pray for people, right? Well, Uriel goes on to say that for the most part, this whole aeon, this age that we're currently living through, right, where the Israelites are being groomed and being raised up and, you know, being made into a people, this is the place where corruption exists. But in the kingdom to come, right, heaven upon earth, when the Messiah comes to rule along with us ruling with him, corruption is going to be gone, right? So this is the end of the line, Akim. This is where we're about to finish this thing, man. Right? What does the scripture say, man? Better is an end of a thing than the beginning thereof. Well, we are now living at the end, right? Unbeknownst to us, we've lived our multiple lives. We've done the things we've done in our past lives to now be in the positions that we are now. Okay? So take that for, you know, whatever you will. But the point being is that corruption now at this time is grown up. It is fully at its pinnacle. Okay, that's why you have mainstream services like YouTube pushing and showing tarot services, man. Tarot services, and again, tarot is not some little like, how can I, you know, back in the 70s when they started talking about the satanic panic. Tarot cards, Ouija boards, all these things actually deal with real spirits, real demons, okay? So what these devils are doing, man, is they're basically putting a face upon this witchcraft and making it seem like it's not a big deal, right? And what are they doing? They're getting all these influencers, all these idiots, you know, so that way they can be somewhat, you know, famous or be included in what YouTube, you know, is doing. They've all decided to, you know, come in on this, right? And the thing is, and the reason why they're doing it is because they don't believe in God, in the God of the Bible. They don't believe, they don't fear the Lord because they don't actually really believe, right? But you see all this right here, especially for the Israelites, like this devil here, right? And these are mostly Edomites, man. But you got this Jake here, right? And it's funny, man, because it tells you here it's the fool, right? But you got Israelites like this, and you got other Israelites like just like this, right? That are involved in things like this, man, trying to be, you know, in Esau's world, and in doing so, they are condemning themselves. Not only that, but they're causing others to be condemned. Do you know how many people must have come to the site and went through and got a tarot card reading virtually, man? Those people have defiled themselves, man. Like it tells you, man, that they went to a wizard and and somebody who had familiar spirits. Neither seek after wizards to be defiled by them, right? And why is that? Well, because the Lord tells you, man, that when you deal with the spiritual world and stuff like that, which he has told us not to do, it defiles you. And this is why you shouldn't be doing a Ouija boards or seances or tarot cards, and that's because when you communicate with these demons attach themselves onto you. Okay, this is Isaiah 8:19. And when they shall say unto you, seek unto them that have familiar spirits, and unto wizards that peep and that mutter, should not a people seek unto their power for the living to the dead? So you see there, we are not, even when the like when it says they shall say unto you, right? This is like YouTube, right? When we're when we're in a society, when the society says, hey, go get a tarot card reading, it'll be fun. This right here is proof that we're living in a wicked kingdom, and this is a completely destroyed place, right? And we shouldn't, even though we're being told to go onto these wizards and go on to people who have familiar spirits, that we shouldn't do it, man. That we should ultimately seek our power. And who is the power of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? That would be the God of the Bible, the Most High, Yahweh, which is Hebrew for He is, right? And Lord has told us plainly not to get involved in any of this. But when you go to YouTube, look at it, man. I had no idea that YouTube was this inundated with tarot card readings, man. Just look at this, man. I just did a search for tarot reading, and look at all these videos, man. Does it show you at the top how many was there? No, it doesn't show you the reading, but look at this, man. Look at all this. These are all people who are working with witchcraft, and a lot of them know what they're doing. A lot of them know that they're actually working with the demonic spirits to give, right? Out of all the videos, this is the only video where this guy, what looks like a so-called Edomite, is actually saying not to go to it. And he's actually warning that it's very demonic, and he's very, very right about it, man. And the thing is ultimately this guy here is probably not even an Edomite. He just probably looks like an Edomite. He's probably Irish or Scottish, right? But his line more than likely goes back to an Israelite bloodline, which is why he has this that spirit on him, man, to go against this, right? But yeah, no other video regarding not reading tarot cards, man. But look, it's all freaking promoting it, man. And I had no idea. Look at this, man. This guy here, he's a wizard. This is a wizard, right? When it tells you to not seek after, this is what it means, man. Not to go and learn about this stuff, not to involve yourself to get familiar with these spirits, man. Because again, they're ultimately going to attach themselves onto you and defile you. This is Leviticus 20:6. And the soul that turneth after such as have familiar spirits and after wizards to go a whoring after them, I will even set my face against that soul and will cut him off from amongst his people. Right? So you see that? The Lord has basically declared, man, that if anybody goes after these paths, these left-hand paths, then you become his enemy. And the Lord's going to set himself against you. Okay? But again, this doesn't mean like you go once and do a tarot card like when you were like young or naive and not in this truth, right? And no, remember, all sin is forgiven except for the sin of blasphemy. So if you did this at one time, you may have been involved in this. You may have went and got a card reading because it was a fun thing to do with your friends, family, or whatever. Hey, you didn't know, but now you do. So don't be involved in this. Don't go do this. Don't click on these links, right? Because they're gonna bring spirits. Because that's another prophecy that is actually coming, and that can be found in Wisdom of Solomon, telling you how in these last days we're gonna see what you would refer to as ghosts or demons appear in our world, man. Right? No, these are also referred to as apparitions, right? But let's go and read it. This is Wisdom of Solomon 17:3. It says, "For while they supposed," Salaki. Let me read that again. Wisdom of Solomon 17:3. For while they supposed to lie hid in their secret sins, they were scattered under a dark veil of forgetfulness, being horribly astonished and troubled with strange apparitions. Right? Where do you think these strange apparitions are going to come from? Right? You see, what's going to happen is that the Lord is going to allow these spirits on the left-hand side to break the veil, right? To reveal themselves, right? Because you've got to understand, what we are able to see is by far a lot smaller than what is available out there. Let me show you real quick. All right, I just got this image that I've had for a while, but this right here shows you the visible wavelengths that our eyes can perceive. Okay, this is talking about because again, the way that vision works is that everything is on a wavelength. Okay, and wavelengths that go up and down like this, the smaller they are, the harder they are to see. Right? Sometimes they're bigger. Right? Like RF signals. Right? Like those are big. Right? Like the sizes of buildings and stuff. Well, the colors blue, green, and red, which is the thing that allows us to see in color, right? This is the only wavelengths that we can perceive as humans. This is what the Lord has limited the eye to, right? The human eye, at least right now in this time that we're in, right? This is why sometimes you'll see dogs barking at things, because their eyes are built different. Also, other animals, their eyes are built different, so they can perceive different wavelengths. They can actually understand and see them, where we can only see these things. And these demons, these apparitions, which are going to show up in the end days, they're already here, but they're invisible. They're the spirits that move around on Ouija boards, or the spirits that communicate through these tarot cards and whatnot. The whole Charlie games that they play online, all these demonic games, right? These spirits, these demons, they're here somewhere, right? They exist and they're visible in some sort of wavelength, right? This is why you got those monsters or those ghost hunters that have those little, radars or detectors that detect frequencies and stuff. This is what they're detecting, okay? And though we can't see these spirits, these apparitions, these demons, they exist, but they are only visible at different wavelengths. Now, in that time, when the Lord is going to, cause miracles to happen, cause, different things to come forth, well, what's going to happen is the Lord is more than likely going to reveal the wavelength which these demons and spirits exist under, and all of a sudden, all the demons that you have on you, that people may have on them, around them, or that may be in certain areas, are going to become visible. And then you're going to see, like, what does it say here? For while they suppose to lie hid in their secret sins, right? People who have secretly went and got card reading, they've done sacrificial, rituals for love or whatever it is, right? They were scattered under a dark veil of forgetfulness, right? These people, they basically were blinded. They were blinded by this world, right? And they basically didn't remember what the Lord said, right, in the Bible, to not deal with these demons, right? Now, namely, this is ultimately for the Israelites, right? Because the Lord only gave that commandments to the Israelites. But again, the world should know that you shouldn't be dealing with these left-hand spirits, right? Because why? Being horribly astonished, right? People are going to be surprised with fear, right? And troubled with strange apparitions. People are going to see evil, wicked, spirits and stuff, man, right? And why is that? Well, because people have played with the left-hand spirits. They've attached these spirits to their bodies, around them, right? All those people, those bundle of sticks, they got demons crawling all over them, man. So let's say you hang around with them, man. You're gonna see some stuff, man. You see some crazy shit, and the Lord's gonna reveal it onto you. Verse 4: For neither might the corner that held them keep them from fear, right? So people are gonna be hiding in corners and stuff and think that's gonna help them, but no, man, they're still gonna be freaked out, man. They're gonna be there screaming, wailing, right? But noises as of waters falling down sounded about them, right? People are gonna hear crazy things, man, because again, these spirits, they have some what we perceive as like this, like falling waters and sounds, but they do weird things, man, things that we can't understand, right? But definitely it's going to be horrifying, man. And this is ultimately what these people are going to reward themselves with by messing with these left-hand side powers, man. Falling down sounded about them, and sad visions appeared unto them with heavy countenances, right? Now, what are sad visions? Sad visions are, you're going to see your dead loved ones, man, but coming back and being, murdered in front of your eyes, like what you see in these scary movies, man, right? Things that you don't want to see are going to be shown to you. That's going to freak you out, man. It's going to make you have a heavy conscience. You're going to be bugged out for the most part, man. No power of the fire might give them light, right? So people are going to be out there with flashlights and, torches sometimes, but they ain't going to be able to illuminate the area, man. It's going to be a divine darkness that's spread over these people, man, right? Over the world for these things to appear. Neither could the bright flames of the stars endure to lighten the horrible nights. Only there appeared unto them a fire kindled of itself, very dreadful. For being much terrified, they thought that things which they saw to be worse than the sight they saw not, right? So you see, people are going to just be freaked out, right? And again, these are all going to be because these demons are going to start to reveal themselves. Verse 7, and here's the point. As for the illusions of art and magic, they were put down, and their vaunting in wisdom was reproved with disgrace. For they that promised to drive away terrors and troubles from a sick soul were sick themselves of fear, worthy to be laughed at, right? So you see that, man? So people are going to be going in those days, man. See, this shows you that it's not just going to be one night that this is going to happen. It's going to be going on for a period of time, right? And why is this? Well, because of all the wickedness that's going on around the world. All these secret rituals that are being done at music venues, at events, these music videos, which really are just demonic rituals being done, right? This whole tarot card reading en masse. Like I said again, man, imagine how many people had their tarot cards read and how many demons went out and found those people, right? This is Leviticus 20:6. And the soul that turneth much as let me start over again. Leviticus 20:6. And the soul that turneth after such as have familiar spirits, and after wizards to go a whoring after them, I will even set my face against that soul, and will cut him off from amongst his people. So again, right? If you do this, man, if you start messing with the left-hand side, messing with Satanism, messing with these demonic powers, then you're going to align yourself with the left-hand side, and the Lord's going to have no choice but to destroy you, and you'd have brung on this destruction upon yourself. This is Leviticus 20:27. A man also or woman that hath a familiar spirit, right? They talk with spirits, right? These left-hand spirits, these demons, with tarot cards, seances, Ouija boards, right? And like I said again, right? If you did it before accidentally, this isn't talking about you. This is talking about the people who have made this like their life, who have surrounded themselves. These people, they have made themselves familiar spirits, right? These are the people who have surrounded themselves with this lifestyle. This is what it's talking about, man. These people, okay? Familiar spirits, or that is a wizard, shall surely be put to death. They shall stone them with stones. Their blood shall be upon them. Now, this ultimately was a direction to us Israelites, us Negro, Latino, Native Americans, on how to conduct ourselves, right? Now, I'm not saying these people here are going to be, that we're going to go stone these people, because no, man, we're not doing anything cardinally. But this is showing you, man, that the act of being a wizard or having familiar spirits or basically talking to these left-hand spirits is worthy of death, okay? To be put to death in the eyes of the Lord. That's what he sees. If you mess with this, then you're as good as dead in his eyes, right? And that's ultimately why the Lord will bring that destruction upon these people when we're coming, more towards the end. When you start seeing Jacob's trouble, you're seeing the invasion of America. You start seeing a lot of the crazy things prophesied in the Bible come to pass, including these apparitions of demons, which are going to start to reveal themselves because of things like this. This is Nahum 3 and 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcraft. This is ultimately talking about America, right? Babylon the Great, that great harlot, right? And this is what it's talking about, right? How it sells whole families through witchcraft, right? And how it ultimately it gets everybody to basically defile themselves with spiritual whoredom, right? Which means, we've all seen those coexist stickers around there, right? Where there's every sort of man-made religion that is, said that should come together, right? So this is the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, right? Well-favored because worldwide everybody loves America as far as like wanting to come here and live the American lifestyle, right? That's what this is talking about, man, right? But again, this place is wicked, man. It is. When you understand what's really going on, you understand how wicked America actually is, right? And the thing about YouTube actually pushing this witchcraft, it's unbelievable, man. But again, and actually, I shouldn't even say that, man, because I can believe this, man, because YouTube is just, it's wickedness, man, right? The Lord is using it right now for good to spread the word, but look at just the wickedness and the vanity that is being pushed upon it, man. This is Revelation 21 and 8. But the fearful and the unbelieving and the abominable and the murderers and the whoremongers and the sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. And this is ultimately talking about how the Lord will ultimately put an end to these sorcerers, these people who are messing with these demons, man. The Lord is going to ultimately leave them here to be destroyed by those thermonuclear missiles, which will land here in America, right? It's prophesied, and there's going to be so many that are going to hit America that from space, where the elect and those who are saved are going to be taken up too. We're going to be able to look down, Lord willing, that's us. And we're going to be able, and America is going to appear like a lake of fire. That's what this is talking about, man. Right? That's why it says a lake that burneth with fire and brimstone. Right? So, Akim, I know, YouTube is wicked, man, and they're pushing that whole tarot thing. So if you see it, don't mess with it, man. It's just, it's only going to get you trapped up with demons, right? But this is just some more proof to show you, man, that we are at the end, man. This thing is about to finish, man. Right? This place is wicked. It is like, what does it say? Corruption is grown and wickedness has increased. This is what's going on right now, man. We are at the pinnacle of Esau's corrupt lifestyle, man. So hopefully this video was edifying. Until the next time, I want to give all honor and glory and praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Ruach. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the elect. Shalom.